Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Motors City Aquatics. Hope everyone is doing well on this Christmas Eve. Wanted to come on here and spend a little time saying hello. DMC, what up? Spend a little time saying hello before the shindigs start. But welcome, DMC. Good to see you. Merry Christmas, buddy. But yeah, so wanted to see how everyone was doing and maybe recap Metalheads, what up? Maybe recap on what we did over the year, which wasn't too much, but maybe let everyone know where we're at. Lady Metalhead, what is going on? I know, I haven't seen you in a long time. It was just the wife had to go up to the store, I don't know, do some shopping. This camera's like all my freaking face and shit. Or I'm in its face. I don't know, can you guys see this back here? Let us, I'm turning. It's one of those Pennsylvania, it's big thick plastic. On my travels with Luke to Pennsylvania, we went to this place called Yoder's. It's an antique store, and there was a gentleman selling this, and I've only seen one ever before, and it was hanging up. It's just all the train stuff. I thought it was cool. But I had seen one once before, only once before, and I ran into this one. So the guy gave me a huge deal. I couldn't pass it up. So I wish it would. I can't control my camera when I go into this StreamYard. StreamYard takes control of it. That's why I'm unable to focus in on it and everything. But yeah, it's the Pennsylvania railroad going that way, and then another one, all the stuff up top, Erie, train hat, all the stuff, cold burner stoves and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. So I finally got it hung up. Yeah, I like collecting really old stuff. Well, here, I'll show you guys something really old. Hold on a sec. Now, this is the oldest thing that I have, probably the oldest thing I'll ever have. I don't know the exact age of it, but I had looked it up. I looked one up, and it was selling for over $600. But when I went to Pennsylvania, same place I got this, but I went there, if you guys remember back, I went to look at a house to buy. It was someone in my family. And Blizzle, what is up? I went to possibly purchase it to take it over so it didn't, we didn't lose it in the family, but it was pretty far gone. So I just walked away from it being so far away, living so far away. I didn't see it feasible for me to drive so far back and forth. But anyways, in the hallway, when I went to go down the steps to where the coal furnace was, I saw something on the wall. I thought it was I don't know what I thought it was till I got up a little closer to it. I had my DeWalt headlamp with me and I turned it on, and this is what I saw. This is probably my uncle's or something. It's very small. It's got the suspension in it. It's all leather suspension. But it has the metal rivets all in it. But this is a hard hat. And this was you put the flame on it so you could see inside of a coal, when you're in a coal mine. So a lot of people don't get to see stuff like this, but this won't fit me. I don't know what size this is. Maybe a 6 or something. It's very small, but yeah. So it has a leather front where you would hook the candle or whatever. Not a real candle, but a fuel one. With the flame. Oh, what's it say on? I didn't know that it had supply company. There's some stamping right there with some writing. I didn't even see that till now. But anyways, so the house was purchased. I walked away from it, so it went up at an auction, and actually someone close to the house bought it, but so I was able to bring this back. So now we have this relic. So this is what an old coal miner's hat would look like from, I don't know the exact date or when these came out, but it's pretty long ago. And it's, it's a hard hat because, if something fell and hit you in the head, you didn't, but as you see, there wasn't, the suspension is only about halfway. So you had to have an itty bitty head for this. So I don't know if this was like, because, kids were going into the mines back then, all sorts of stuff. So, how old were people back then when they went into coal mines? But yeah, so this is, it's a little crooked. So, yeah, but it's pretty neat. So we have that for our collection. But, so yeah, did a few of those things today. Coal mining history. I wish I had some history about it. All I know is everyone that I knew that did it, I think there's only one person left alive. My one cousin, everybody else, they all died. Thank you, Monster, for taking care of me today. I'm not sponsored by Monster whatsoever. I wish I was. Again. Oh, I didn't notice the wife put up a Christmas tree. So, yeah, we did our tree. We have a Martha Stewart Christmas tree. It's a, it comes with all the white stuff on it, the little cones, little berries, all that. All you do is plug it all together and light it up and drop all the things down. So we got that done. We're a little behind this year. I didn't put as many lights out this year because, my front porch and everything out there is all changed. So I've been leaving my Christmas lights on for a few days now. But yeah, so I think our eldest is coming in tomorrow. So tonight or tomorrow. So, but I hope everyone is having a great Christmas Eve. If I did not say hello to you, Merry Christmas. Lunatic Fringe, Merry Christmas. How are you from Canada? Esketti Nona, welcome. 8:58. I'm at 8:58. Well, cool. Yeah. I have a starting to get a new excitement for hitting 1,000. It's I don't know. I think it was good to take a little time off because it was I don't know, too much of this, that, and worrying about numbers instead of just having a good time and stuff. So, but I'm really excited that my numbers are going up, and hopefully this coming year we'll hit that 1,000. That'd be nice. I don't even want to know how many years I've been doing it. Not many, maybe 2, 3, something like that. Not that bad. So, looking back at this year, we have cut down our shrimp intake to about, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe a tenth of what we used to have. We got rid of all the other stuff. We still have our tanks here. We still have the Mike Green tank. Of course, I could never get rid of those. My purples, some of the red offspring that the purples threw. These high grade Pinto, and then I have the some boas, orange eyed Red Devils, Dragon Blood Blues, and the ones at the end that have the light on them are the Sulawesi. And then right here, this other lit up one right here is the CPDs, the babies. There's probably 200 babies in that 10-gallon. And then I have let me see if I can show you guys this. I mean, I'm sure everyone here breeds fish and has baby fish, but this is how I hatch out and do my CPD babies. Watch, I'll probably start shaking way too much. Hopefully you guys can see us. Really? Uh-oh, what happened? What? Did my camera go bonkers? It didn't know what time it was? But see all them in there? It's hard to see. It wants to focus on everything else instead of those. Ah, shit. Anyways, there's, I don't know, maybe 100 in there. You guys will never see it, but what I do is I hatch them out in those hang-ons, and I get them out of the tank. I don't know. I've been seeing all these videos on these siphon 3D hookups on these people's videos and stuff, and I've tried some stuff. I don't know. It seems more of a hassle than a more of a hindrance than a help. Hey, Sandy Farrell, welcome. Merry Christmas. You wouldn't be wrong. So I know somebody that has one of those bubblers that supposedly sucks the eggs out, brings them out over and puts them in a container on the outside of the tank. Maybe they work, but they haven't had any luck whatsoever. So I don't know what they're doing wrong, but I just do it the old style way. I've worked on my water parameters to get the highest yield. I get really high amounts of eggs. I didn't at the beginning because they breed, it's really weird. People, I watch videos and they say, oh, they're real easy to get them to breed. But it's the amount of eggs that you can get. How many times they breed a day? Are they viable? Will they, are the males doing what they're supposed to do? What makes them the happiest? So I just tinkered with this, that, and the other. And I got it down to where I get, I don't know, every 2 days I go in there and take it out, and I have between 40 and 60 eggs every 2 days. And I will fill one of these catch containers up. Like I use one per week. So if I take it out 2 or 3 times a week and take the eggs out, I put them in there. Then they all hatch, and then I stick them inside that 10-gallon and slowly let that 10-gallon water go in there, and I just wash them in there. And I have tons of them. The other thing that I have breeding right now are my longfin super red bristlenose plecos. I actually had a, a batch of 37, and then what I thought I only had one male and 3 females. Then all of a sudden I found the male dead. Never in my career have I had a pleco die. Never. And this was the male. So we were just in awe, didn't know what to do, what now, because they take a long time to get to breeding age. So it was really weird. It was the smaller of the 3. The minute he died, he started to show a bristle or a couple on the front of his nose. And I was like, oh, is that a female? And then, I just started feeding a little more, and then he got tons of bristles, and now he's sitting on, they hatch, so he's sitting on pleco fry now. So I don't know if he killed him. I don't know. I've never had a male. I usually only run 1 male and 2 females. But I had 2 males, 2 females, and I don't know if that male killed the other one. But he was smaller. But one day he was good. Seriously, one day he was good. Next day he was way over at the other end, upside down. So anyways, this year, like I said, we worked really hard breaking down the shrimp room, to an amount that we can, safely take care of without losing our minds, because we're back to work. And I've taken on breeding the CPDs and the plecos, because it's a little easier for me to handle that. So those will be the things as of right now that we'll have available is CPDs and longfin super red bristlenose. If you are so inclined to add those to your fish room. My biggest ones are still small. They're about the size of a piece of rice. I mean, rice is big. I mean, if you think of a nano fish, they're probably, 2 months old, 2 months old. Yeah, I mean, I have some in there that are so small you can barely see them, but yeah, it's just I don't stop pulling the eggs. I want as much as I can. So it's from day 1 to day 90. They're all going to be catching up to each other as we go. They're only going to be a week to 2 weeks behind. So if I sell 10, maybe a week or 2 later, I'm able to sell 10 more, then 10 more. I'm not like taking big gaps in between. Like pull out 50 and then go a month before I pull 50 more out. I'm trying to take 50 every 2 days, just continue going and going and going. And then I was going to put them in with my super reds over there, because I put them in the 40 breeder because I want bristlenose like a lot of flow. Well, what I'm going to do is, as I'm adding them, I'm going to siphon out all the sand, because that was the pufferfish tank. I'm going to siphon out all the sand little by little so it doesn't shock the tank. And then I have a canister filter that's hooked to it, a Fluval 3, I think it is. And I'm going to turn that on and just have it blow straight down at the glass just to keep it stirred up, because as we know, plecos are messy. But, you want to keep their water clean. Plecos don't have to have... they can have a messy tank, but they can't have a foul tank. They can't have high ammonia. You don't want your fish in like, how do you explain this to people that don't like acid water, to where they're in there and their fins are starting to tear. They won't eat as much. There can be stuff all over the bottom of the tank, but if there's huge amounts of waste and everything, it can get pretty bad pretty fast, especially if you're not keeping plants and stuff in there. So you want to, siphon it out every couple days, add some fresh water, keep those plecos super healthy. I used to do tons of plecos. I mean, literally, I probably did 100 plecos a month. Bred 100 plecos a month. But those were the common, the brown, well, they were making albinos. Then I got out of the albinos and we wanted super red long fins for so long, but they're so expensive. I called the guy here. There's a guy here in Michigan that collected, I think they said when they put up the list of the no buy list, you can't export these certain plecos anymore. I was told the story is that he spent $60,000 on plecos. And he bought every pleco that he could, knowing that they were going to be on a list that you couldn't purchase anymore. So when I called him a couple years ago for a friend of mine, I asked him how much a super red longfin bristlenose was. He said $30. I said, well, no, he wants an adult. How much is an adult? He said, add a zero to that. So, we've always wanted them, but it was that challenge of being able to get it, because I'm not unlike anyone else. I am not financially in a place where I could just spend hundreds of dollars on stuff. So when you're able to pick something up on a discount, you get it. And then you figure I've been growing them for 2 years to get them to breeding size. So, another 30 minutes. So that I've gone through that process, but he's sitting on a batch already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the wife to help me to film it. Because what I do is when the plecos are hatched, usually I wait until their egg sacs are gone, but it really doesn't matter. But I try to get the father to come out and I bait him out with food. So when I put food in there, he comes out, and it's surprising because most of my other plecos wouldn't come out. Never would they come out. You couldn't shake a cave and get them out at all. So I would just sit there and dunk the caves, rinse them out, stick it back in. Then the parent would come out, maybe 20 minutes later. But the longer you keep the babies in there, even if they come out of the cave, the parents are not going to be so apt to getting back in there and doing it again because they want to raise their babies. That's why most people that breed plecos, they'll pull the cave or they pull the parents and put them in another tank. Well, I don't have a bunch of tanks to put these in. I mean, I have a tank to have them grow up in, but I don't have a tank to keep moving the parents around, yet. I've been thinking about some stuff for the future, but as of right now, this is how I'm going to do it. So anyways, what I want to video is how I take it out. And like the first set, I have those breeder boxes I've shown before. I don't have one close, but the ones with all the holes in it, are the ones that, hold on. Hold on. But those, what I did was I put them in there. I put them in there and I let them grow up till their egg sacs were gone. Then I put them over there. I lost a few due to the fact that I have corridors in there, and I believe they ate some. And I believe they ate some of my CPD babies I put in there too. Well, I wasn't putting two and two together, and corridors are catfish, so catfish will eat that stuff. So I actually just took them out because I want to pull that cave out and I want to put all the babies over there because that's going to be just a pleco tank. So yeah, I took them out. Liquid Rock Aquatics. All right, let me read this. I just got here and caught the end of you showing the CPD fry. Did you show the setup of how you get them to spawn so easily? I don't get them to spawn so easily. I don't have a setup. Here, I'll show you. So everyone doesn't think that I'm doing anything special or keeping secrets. This is all I do. There's Daddy. See, he comes out, so I'm able to pull that cave right there and get the babies, but he's coming out to eat. See, he's very trusting. There's a mama. But see, they're long fins. Longfin super reds. They live with my CPDs, my fat CPDs. But I have this tank full of boost. I have the Jabeo pump motor. I don't use it much, just once in a while. See how fat they are? I got them all on Baby Brian. And then over there is my my multifasciitis tank. Then here's the babies. The fryer's so small you can't see, but many, very many of them. Oh, here we go. Look at that. If everyone's wondering what I'm feeding them, those are green beans, French cut green beans. French cut green beans. Purple. No heaters down here. It's what, 69 and a half. So, but yeah, just so everyone sees, I don't do anything special. I don't have any of those little 3D tricky things. I do best old school way. Because I think the most important thing is, happy fish will, lay the most eggs. They'll continue to lay eggs because here was the thing. If you want my biggest secret that I'll at least share, is I tried just having, like, let's say 6 in a tank. They didn't do so well. It's they didn't want it. I don't know. Is when I went to when I had them in there, they weren't laying eggs. They weren't doing much. When I checked the cups, there wasn't much. So, and then I also noticed that they lost their color. So if they lose their color, you always know if they. Oh, on my seat, get it from. I don't want it laying back. If a fish, if a fish loses its color, it's because it's not happy. So just think, I put them in a 10-gallon tank all by themselves. And they went like, not even like a gray. They just went, like blondish color, just lost everything. And I felt really bad that I had them in a tank like that. So what I decided to do was put them all in one tank. I thought if I just have everything breed in one tank, I mean, all the fish in there, they'll be the happiest. So what I'm going to do is, as these fish grow up, I'm just going to start dumping them right in here, putting them right in back with the parents. Because I want, for one, my shirt rolled up. For one, I want to be able to share them and sell them. But two, I want to have hundreds of CPDs in my tank. That's my goal. Of course, sell them, but I still want hundreds of CPDs in that tank. Fish will die over time and everything, but the adult fish will teach the little fish, the young fish, and hopefully everything will just take off and go faster. And it will go without skipping a beat. It's kind of like with a dog. If you have a dog that's getting older and you don't, and you want to get another dog, you get another dog before your dog passes away, because that dog will teach the new dog what he needs to know. Everything. Where to go to the bathroom, how to go outside, bark, this, that, and the other. So it's kind of the same way here. You put them all in there. They're not such a schooling fish, but they do shoal together and cruise around, and then they'll break up, and then they come back. Another thing is water quality. At times I would go, well, they're super small. It's 60 gallons, but they do like clean water. They don't like water that's starting to turn. I notice that if I have really pristine water, they really hang together. As the water starts to sour, as I call it, they start to break apart. They hide more and stuff like that. Now you think it's a 60-gallon, but I'm feeding those bristlenose. So I put the green beans in there and, they poop a lot in there. So when I clean the tank, I vacuum nice and easy over to sand to get, 90% of that out. And then when I put the new water in, that helps. But clean water, good food, and a lot of them together seems to be like 3 top ways to get them to breed really good at large amounts, at large, a good amount of eggs. Craig, I'm so sorry. Luke has my mouse, so I can't scroll very well. But if I'm missing you, Merry Christmas. I see Danikin. What is up? Tell Mrs. Danny that we said Merry Christmas. I hate stupid people's tank tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas. So Liquid Rock, if that helped you, that's how I get them to kind of spawn so easy. The rest is everything else. Water, parameters, temperature. I don't have a heater. Nothing. I do run the one filter here and the smaller ZooMed filter here in the corner. So I kind of just want it to circulate, spirally, but not really heavy. But it seems to work really good. Those zoom in filters are crazy good. Man, they clog up. I go take it out. There's so much gunk in them. Can't believe how good those little zoom in filters work. They're very, very good. Yeah. Very, very good. The Nano Aquarium guy, what's up? Merry Christmas. COC, what's happening? Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. How are you? I envy her. She lives in one of the coolest places I love to go to. Crypt Keeper Aquatics, Merry Christmas. Good to see so many people stop in here and say hello. It really means a lot to me. Like we talked about earlier, I'm almost to 900 subscribers. Holy shnikes. Chipping away at it. It's been an incredible ride. I don't know what's going to happen when I hit 1,000. I've been having a lot of people telling me that I should branch out and do more, but I don't know, this TikTok crap. Look, this might be a shock to people, but I don't belong to anything but Facebook and YouTube, nothing else. Instagram, but I more or less I don't even go on there. I kind of like tried shutting it down or something. It's just, to me, Instagram is nothing. It's just a place to share photos. It's not a place for me to have conversations. And to me, that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I can share photos all day on my Facebook or my YouTube, and you guys could see it all day. But some people at work and stuff, they're trying to tell me that I should do that. I don't know anything about this TikTok. I don't know. I don't think it's for me. I mean, I really don't. And I don't think I have anything that would explode on TikTok. So I don't think I'm going to do that. We'll just stay here and enjoy life right here. But Pumpkin King, what's up? Merry Christmas. But Pumpkin King actually sent me some photos yesterday of some baby shrimps that he has. I sent him, I don't know, probably 50 boa shrimps. Pumpkin King has done a lot for us here. Just tons. I mean, if I even started to tell you, I mean, it's even cost him money to do things that he's done so nicely for us. So I sent him 50 shrimp, and he sent me pictures of that they're starting to have babies already. So we're really psyched over here. Hopefully he really gets them up and going. Yeah, see, Adele, I say the same thing. Screw TikTok. I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know. I can't say I'm old school. It's just I'm used to Facebook and YouTube. I really like YouTube. I don't know. I'm able to, talk to the people I enjoy. And the new people, that's another thing. Anyone who's subscribed to my channel since day one, and anyone who's subscribed to it up to 2 seconds ago, thank you very much. I haven't had time to thank everyone lately, but we thank you very much here. I mean, like I said, I keep looking at it going, oh my gosh, I got another subscriber. Holy crap, got another subscriber. So it's really exciting. We're really close to 900. Getting to 1,000 is going to be a shock. But one thing I learned in this travels here is you can't do it overnight. What I thought was going to start, what was going to blow up overnight, it's nothing like that. To blow up overnight, you have to be in a niche that is just that catches fire and just runs. I chose something that I really enjoy. Maybe one day more people across the world will get into it, but I think most people don't even know about the YouTube community and the type of people that are on here enjoying the same types of things that they like, pastime, hobbies, what have you, because I never knew it was there and I just came by it one day. So I think one day when that changes, or, when people's attention is brought, instead of just coming on YouTube to watch videos or something like that, I think it'll get a lot bigger. So, as time goes on, I think things will get better. But I have a lot of fun. Like I said, thanks to everyone for, I don't know how many Christmases we've been together now, but thank you for everyone for still being here and hanging out. It means a lot to us. So I don't use Twitter, Snap, Band. I used to use Band a long time ago. You guys will know that story. But I stopped using Band when they started to steal. Not everyone, but a few people started to steal my ideas. Literally steal what I was doing to sell products. They started doing the same thing, but started adding a bunch of free stuff with theirs so they could outsell me. And so I just left. I just figured, if you need the money so bad to where, you just, whatever, it's, you can have it. Snap, Band, or any of those new hip things the kids are doing these days. Just recently start TikTok. Yeah, never did a TikTok. Nothing. Oh, look, each to their own, but I won't jump on the bandwagon just because everyone's doing it. Hey, I feel the same way. That's it. But like I said, I don't know. Here's the thing. We started selling Funko Pops, right? Now we're going to these shows, and I've been talking to people going to these shows are even more fun than going to Aquashella. Aquashella was cool, but it's nothing compared to the people that are going to these shows. I'm like, holy crap, I thought the people at the shows were, I don't know what you would say more. I don't know if I say my type of people or nerdy type, but it's are people at fish shows into comics and Star Wars and that type of stuff? Lord of the Rings. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that. When I go to these shows to sell these Funko Pops, it's everyone there. And they'll come over and they're so excited to talk to you about the new show that's on and, all this crazy stuff. I'm like, oh, wait, this is way better than going to the, hey, let's go buy some fish. But if I want to have a good time, I'm going to come to these places. I've had a lot of fun. So, for me to go over to something like that, to TikTok, I just don't think that TikTok is, which it could be, but I don't see myself doing anything like getting, 1,000 subscribers that want to look at Celestial Pearl Danios or see my peacock bass or something like that, so now if I had a fishing show, that'd be different, but I don't. So did I have a bunch of snow today? No, they hyped that up saying that we were going to get, where I live, it was supposed to be 8 to 12. Then it went to, let's just say Thursday. They said Thursday night and the Friday we were supposed to get 4 to 8. But they said the biggest thing that we were going to suffer on was the temperature and the wind chills. And that's the true part. If I look out my back window, I can still see the grass, the tops of the grass. My driveway in the back, way back where my garage is at, I have the wind gusts. So I might have up against the garage maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches most. But out by the main road, my driveway out there, 60% of it, or let's say 50% of it, I could still see the driveway. So we didn't get the snow, but the temperatures, yesterday it was 3 degrees. That's without the wind chill. I didn't check the wind chill. So I think right now it's 7. So that part came true. We have the deathly freezing temperatures, and thank Jesus he took the wheel and did not knock our power out. So we're all up and running still. Everything's great. So we're not struggling, we're not suffering. But yes, we are beyond. I have my generator out there all gassed up, ready to go. There's my brand new snowblower out there all gassed up, ready to go. And I'm not going to have to use either one of them. I wouldn't have minded to use the brand new snowblower, but the generator, thank God, because my mother lives here and she is 81. So Bruiser CB, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yes, smash that thumbs up, please, if you would. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Yeah, everything's frozen here. USA weather warning was stated as wind chill rather than blizzard. Yeah, it went from blizzard and wind chill. I don't know. It's the weather service here is like Groundhog Day. It's like, what will Phil say when he sees, will he see a shadow? Will he not see a shadow? It's like, all you guys do is for a week in advance, you tell us this horrible stuff. So like at work, they're like, don't come in on Friday. No one's coming in on Friday. I mean, it was only 3 degrees, so I wouldn't have went in anyways. But, it's they tell you all this stuff that it doesn't happen. And it's, like kicking the teeth. So, yeah, Buffalo, New York got hammered. Yeah, a lot of places got hammered. There was actually, my mother's 81 with dementia, but we took her out of a senior living, brought her here to live. But they found a woman 82 years old at an assisted living. Now, this is an assisted living. This is where they pay the people there to take care of your loved ones. And the plow truck actually found this woman balled up outside, frozen to death, and they rushed her inside, and she had passed away. How does an 82-year-old woman walk outside of a building in assisted living? So please, before you put your family members inside of these businesses, do your homework. Not everyone has the ability to have their parents stay with them, but really look into that stuff these days. Watch all the videos of how people are treated in them, and do your homework before you just think that that's the most sound choice that there is. Came through Hudson Bay. Dan Wind tore up my brand new bike cover. That's about the worst we got here. I'll accept it, I guess. We had every time I'd watch what were we watching yesterday? But I don't have cable. We just have the Fire Stick and use the Wi-Fi. And like every 40 minutes or something, the winds would kick up, and then all of a sudden, pow! You get that short little spurt where the power goes out, and then it'd have to reboot. They have to redo it again. Hey, hold on a sec. Hold on. Luke. All right, just checking it too. All right. Sorry about that. But so yeah, it's they had a lot of accidents on the expressway. I have a thing about that. When the storms hit, I don't go out. I mean, I went to the store. I went to CVS yesterday, and the wife went across the street to a grocery store. So we don't go anywhere. I don't know. When I was younger, I'd go out and this stuff to go to the bar, but there's only maybe 2% of bars around anymore. So I'm a few hours away in Utica, and it's cold and windy, but not much snow at all. Yeah, Utica. Woo. Yeah. Utica's a cruise from me. Not bad, but it's a cruise. I went out there to get a engine rebuilt one time at a place out there. I didn't know you were so close, Crypt Keeper. Oh, yeah, I could only imagine Niagara Falls. That'd be cool to see it all frozen. Amano Shrimp, welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas. Thank you for stopping on by. 4 a.m. this morning here. 11:52 wind gust. Oh, -11. West Virginia. Ooh, shite. Jamie, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. More NHL games get canceled in Buffalo than any other NHL city. What was it? Yeah. Buffalo, New York. What was it? That one football game we had to have at Ford Stadium or Ford Field because Buffalo and New York got hit so hard. Well, thank you, Amano Shrimp. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in a small little town just a few minutes from Utica, but nobody has ever heard of Ilion, so I just say Utica. Yeah, I've been out that way. I don't think I've been out that far working, but I'm in, if anyone here, well, I'm sure you'll know, but anyone here knows where the University of Michigan is. I'm in that town. I'm working in Ann Arbor, Michigan right now. I'm probably, I don't know, I can see it from where I'm working, so I'd say maybe a half a mile from the football field or the college. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would always like to go to Niagara Falls. That'd be cool. There's a lot of things that I'd like to do that, some of the biggest things was taking Luke on a vacation. All three of us can't go because somebody has to stay to watch my mother. So, my wife stayed, but it was cool taking Luke, out in the woods and, taking him on a side by side through the trails and places that people haven't gone. I haven't been there since I was 36, and I'm 50. So it was good taking them there to places that I hung out to see that no one else has been there either, because like trees fell over and all this stuff. So we had to like drive and then walk from here, and so it was cool, and showing them a bunch of stuff, and then going into woods and finding jugs and old glass bottles and stuff. It was really cool. And then buying all the antique stuff and the Crocs. I probably bought, 10 or 12 Crocs there, the sauerkraut Crocs, because you really can't find them. Hold on, let me restart this. You really can't find them without cracks in them. So when I was in Pennsylvania, I bought a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I have about 10 of them. So I bought them to sell them, because it was like, if I can't find them uncracked, then, it's kind of like I'm sitting on a diamond here. I got them all cheaper, because they go for $10 a gallon. And some I just paid a little more than half. So, but yeah, they're mint, no cracks, no nothing. So they're really beautiful. She wanted some to put on the front porch, put plants in it and stuff. And then I kind of went crazy and I bought so many it filled up the whole car. And that's no lie. On both sides, 3 or 4 times each. Always a fun time. On the New York side and the Canadian side, just saying. Yep, never been there. I'd like to go. Jamie says -53 degrees Fahrenheit here, but it warmed up today to 31. Where do you live, Jamie? Oh, wait. What's that? I can't see. Is that a flag on your thing? Jamie, are you making cryogenic frozen shrimp? That's frigid cold. My dog wants to go outside, and I really don't want to let him outside because it's cold. He's crying, but I should let him out. Hold on. I think I'm connected. Yeah, I'm connected. All right. Yeah, my beagle's up there crying, but I don't know. I'll let him out. It's only like 7 degrees. All right. It's not, my dogs are good. They let you know when they want to come in, but the lab went out. He's a beast. And the beagle, they're made for all that stuff. They don't care. They'll go around sniffing all the rabbits and they don't care. British Columbia. Nice. Gosh, you guys got some smoking pet stores there. Who's the guy I've been watching? Let me see if I can punch this guy up. Been watching this guy. I don't know who it was, but then I was watching a new guy in Australia too. Here, let me just hit all. Let me see. See, it's weird. It's not on my phone. I don't know. You don't need that anyways. But yeah, I've been watching some new stuff. You guys do have, Bruce Columbia. You guys got that one guy, that TV show out there. He redoes cars, not Rust of Riches. Can't remember. He's got long dreadlocks. His hair's like white, grayish white. Super cool TV show. My dog hate it, but kind of get used to it after 25 years. I bet. 5 Yukon fridge. All right, hold on. I gotta let dogs in. Oh. All right. Come on, YouTube. All right. All right. See you in a minute. Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need that. Sure. Okay. I see that. Right. Okay. Good. Right. Good. Here I come, here I come. Sorry about that. I had to go plug in, let the dogs in, but I had to go play. And of course, they're just out there goofing. The Pleco tank over there, I took a bunch of water out of it, and I had to plug the filter back in. Well, when I plugged the filter back in, the little foam cover that goes on it, the filtration, so none of the little CPD babies goes in there, wasn't on there. I plugged it out. I was like, oh, shit. So I had to reach my hand in there and put it on. And so I'm sure we're okay, but it's almost full. I'm pumping. I took out about 3 inches. It's a 40 breeder. I took out about 3 inches. I'm filling it with pure RO. Nothing else, just pure RO, because the water was at 280, TDS at 280, and that's too high. I mean, for everything else, it's fine. But for CPD babies and even Pleco babies, I don't want it that high. I want it way less. 1A would be good, but I'll take it even less than that. So, but this is the first water change with that, and then maybe tomorrow I'll do it again. But the missus just called and said that our oldest son will be here the day after Christmas. So, woo, get to see him then. Patty, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Patty. Thank you for stopping by. The wife's home. Dog's going crazy. So I don't know why she called me. She was 2 seconds from the house. Let the party begin at Patty's Petite Tanks is here. Welcome, Patty. It's good to see you, sister. Good to see you. How's it over there where you're at, Patty? How bad did the snow hit you? That's a lot of pressure. Worst part was getting kids to bed. Fire and daylight. They complained it wasn't nice. Shit, that's funny. But Dad, Mom, I don't want to go to bed. It's still sunlight out. The sun hardly goes down up north during the summertime. Yeah, I would. I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I'm sure you use blackout curtains and stuff, but I don't know. So many people say, they couldn't do what we do here with the weather, with the 4 seasons and everything. But excuse me, I don't. I mean, I'm sure I could adapt to a place that was sunny most of the time, but I don't know. I think I would miss, what we have here. I mean, I don't know. I like the winter, everything. You like it, you don't like it. There's pros and cons to everything, literally. There's cons to eating a Snickers bar, and there's pros. There's cons to drinking Monster and pros, so. You got to blow the snow. You got to shovel it. There's ice. You can get car accidents. Same thing in the summer. Sun's too bright. Dummies are changing their sunglasses over. They don't see. They drop something on the ground. They go to reach for it. Bam, car accident. Then fall. All the leaves fall. Your gutters get clogged. You got to go clean them out, But if you didn't have that, let's say you're in Australia where I've watched those videos. It's so hot and it's just sand and I'm sure there's great places. I'm just saying in that area. That would be kind of miserable where it gets so hot, and then places where it's so hot in the day and super cold at night. I don't know. That's why I think literally, if you think about it, why people are so different physically, like when you look at them visually, because we are all made to live in different places, super hot heat, super cold temperatures, dark skin, light skin, in between. We were just, made to live in different parts of the world, to inhabit different parts of the world. So I don't think a lot of people look at that. I don't know if a lot of people were ever brought up that way, looking at us that way, especially not people that have hate in their heart. Because when I look at other people, I, sometimes envy them that, man, you can stay out in the sunlight way longer than I can. The sunburn's not as bad. I would just all sorts of stuff, But, I don't know if I'd give up the Four Seasons. It'd be hard. I guess that's why they call vacation a vacation, because you go and then you come back home. But there's so many people that leave like Michigan and go to Florida for the winter. I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't go to Florida. Not for nothing, not to be rude, but I will not go anywhere where these huge storms can uproot my home and I could lose everything. Because I want to, I don't know. There's many places that have the same weather as Florida. Hell, if I lived there, I mean, some people aren't around those storms and everything, and okay, great, but there's many other things there that I think I say no to Florida because there are things that I don't like. Like they have python issues, snake issues. They have all these animals there that say don't go and live there. Okay, it's like going in the ocean. I'm not supposed to be in the ocean. Who said get on a board and paddle out and then try to stand on it and come back in? But don't fall off because these things in the water could eat you. What? So I don't like to go places that I'm not supposed to go. And that's why you'll hear me say, I wouldn't do that or forget that. But that's just me. Those are preferences. A lot of people, they're a lot tougher. They're like, oh, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't do this. Okay. But I'd rather go to like Arizona or, I don't know. I think every place has snakes. I can't stand snakes. I can't stand spiders. There's a lot of things I can't stand. Here in Michigan, I think we have gardener snakes. Don't like those. We have spiders, millipedes. But like I love going camping. Just creepy crawlies don't bother me too much. But when it gets to stuff that can kill you or make you really sick, like a scorpion or stuff like that, yeah, not so much. Not so much. Oh, it's going to the ocean so I can get stung by jellyfish. No. I don't have scales or fins. No. So yeah, I don't know if I would trade it up. Vacationing, yes, but not in Florida. No way. Humidity, nope. It's not worth it. Just not worth it. Now I've been to South Carolina. Super cool. But I didn't see anything even in South Carolina that'd make me want to live there. Saw the ocean. I actually went into it. Dumb. Every corner there was a water slide or water park on it. It was good to spend money. But now maybe North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, stuff like that. Maybe I'd have to see them, but going down south more, I wouldn't want to. I don't want to live in an area that's, for people to come vacation to, a vacationing spot where, like here in Michigan, up north, big vacationing spot up north. You go up Traverse City, Cadillac, Tawas, places way, even over the bridge, don't want to live because 1 minute it's super busy, next minute it's a ghost town. Yeah, not so much. I agree. Not living anywhere with storms, flooding, tornadoes. Forget about it. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. If it can whip around and pick my house up, nope. I ain't doing it. Fun to visit, but I never consider it a permanent residence option. Yeah, I mean it. No. I mean, I see a lot of places, like that TV show Yellowstone. Real pretty mountains, horse farms, or I mean, just to own acres and acres of property like that in the mountains. But then, I mean, you're going to get pounded with snow. But still, to live like that would be cool. Like I say, I'd rather have the Four Seasons than have tornadoes and, flooding and all that stuff. I'd rather have rain and snow and leaves falling and. You'd probably like BC better than tropical areas. Oh yeah, I'd love to go to British Columbia. That'd be so cool. Yeah. I like Alaska. Alaska's cool. I mean, I know the sunlight thing that I was talking about, but still, I'd like to go to Alaska. I don't know. It'd just be real neat. Places where people long time ago like mined. Where they tried to make life for themselves. I think those places are really cool to check out. Well, yeah, Gardner. What do you say? We have a few snakes here: Gardner, black rat, rattlers, common water snake. Gardner snake's fangs are actually venomous for fish. Yeah, well, that's just like, what is it with the spider, it's the daddy long legs. Is it that it's actually venomous, but it has no teeth or something? I can't remember what it is, but or it doesn't carry enough, but actually that the poison it has can like kill you if it I can't. I'm sure somebody here knows. I'm sure Lunatic Fringe knows. But it's the daddy long legs or whatever is like poisonous if it could bite you. Both fresh and salt water. Oh wow, yeah, I didn't know that. I always wanted to visit Alaska just to see the Northern Lights. Yeah, I was just telling Luke that the other day how I'd like to see it. But see, me, I want to like go high banking. I want to go gold mining. I want to buy one of those high bank mining sluice machines and, go places, because I've been watching, like, there's a guy in Michigan or Wisconsin or something on our waters on the beaches. He's mining, he's finding gold, but I don't know if it's anything worth anything, but I think it would just be so much fun to go do that. Used to go to Parksville. It has a famous person that was born there that played baseball. Barkerville. Yeah, well, you just lost my interest at baseball. I know I live in the States, but I really don't care about sports. I used to when I was younger, but I'm really not a sports kid. I'm a car guy. I live in Detroit, car capital of the world. I'm a car guy. It's just how it is. I like to work on cars. I'm not going to raise my kids, take them to the baseball field, eating hot dogs and watching, the Tigers, hit home runs. I'd rather take them to Barrett Jackson or, work in the yard with them, changing brakes and, teach them important stuff. He can do the baseball, all the sports stuff on his own. I'm not a big sports guy. I was hockey, but then just all the sports teams got so bad, I just gave up. I was like, forget it. So I don't watch anything. To me, that's another reason why we switched up our cable here. Cable is so bad, showing you you get 379 channels for $149 a month. And 360 of them were trash. Infomercials, sports from another country, sports in another language, all this garbage, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I got to get rid of all this stuff. So yeah, I don't do it. My wife, I don't know. We'll watch a hockey game. I'm sure she likes sports more than I do, but I'm not big on it. Like I said, I'd rather go, work on a hot rod or go ride around in a Corvette or, something like that. Go walk through a junkyard and look for parts or, play around with rusty metal. I don't know. It's just watching sports is as boring as eating caramel or, it's just, toffee. It just takes forever. It's like, oh man. But I mean, like I said, I used to like it. I don't know a lot about it. From what I recall, their venom is very potent, but their teeth can't penetrate due to the size of the mouth. The brittle teeth. Yeah. See, that's what it is. But yeah, daddy long legs, could kill you with their stuff. All right. Quickly saying nope and grabbing a shoe. Yep. Herbert Sylvester Sincock, September 8th, 1887, first 1946, was a left-handed pitcher in Major League Baseball. In 1908, he played both college baseball at the University of Michigan. Oh, nice. Yep, don't know him, never heard of him. And professional baseball for the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, that's cool. It's a ghost town and was a gold mining area. Barkerville. You're correct. It was, that's like, Canada and all that stuff. They got all the gold. They got all the good stuff. If I live in Canada, that's all I do is just gold mine. Make it rich. I'd be high banking beach rich. Yeah, I'd be rich for a one man setup. Hey, that's all I need. Happy days. So is anybody doing anything special tomorrow for being Christmas? I remember when I was single and stuff, I used to just order pizza and stuff. I just pizza, watch movies, lay on the couch. Christmas was always my favorite. And then when I became a dad, it was even more, way more my favorite. So I enjoy it tremendously. Aquaballs, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And again, Aquaballs, he is such a good person. Him and his family are such great people. If you do not know Aquaballs and are not subscribed to his channel, please go and check him out. But he sent us a Christmas card again. And sent us his new sticker. So thank you very much, Aquaballs. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And I hope Santa brings you everything that you were hoping for. Spending the night with family, prime rib, almost ready to come out of the oven. Ooh. The missus is making tacos tonight, homemade tacos. She actually wanted to get Burger King. She wanted a Whopper, but That's what happens when we leave the house hungry. We usually come home with a sack of victuals, but nope, it's making tacos. And tomorrow, who knows? I mean, I went to Union Mean. They gave us a free ham, so I guess she's going to cook that up and see how trashy that tastes. And who knows? It might be incredible. We shall find out tomorrow. I wish I had one of those cutting machines that you could cut it super thin on. They eradicate flies better than fly paper. Yeah, I don't go out of my way to kill a daddy long legs, unless it's climbing on me. I was fishing with Anthony Fishy Friend today. Anthony's Fishy Friend. Too bad we caught nothing, but we still had fun chilling and talking. Nice. No, I really don't like you. You went fishing today. It's freezing cold here, and you're fishing in California. That's a bunch of crap. We love you. We're just kidding. Lunatic. You aren't using enough flu paper then. Fly paper? Yeah, he's not using enough fly paper. Yeah. Daddy long legs are cheap and free. Yes, they are. I remember when I'd go camping and I'd lay in front of the fire at night when I was getting ready to go to bed, that they'd crawl on you and they just kept walking to the fire. I always thought that they were dumb. I didn't know if they were just going for the warmth or if they just walked into the fire, but they would just crawl over you all night long to get close to it. A bad day fishing is always better than a good day at work. That is true. That is true. Especially here. You know, I think I need to try that. I'm not an ice fisherman. Never been. I've been on ice. I'm trying to remember. I think I went on ice one time when somebody was ice fishing. I don't know if I tried it. You know, I don't know if like I drilled. I can't remember if they had a hole drilled or I don't know. I can't remember. But I mean, if somebody had a shanty and, you know, it was all warm inside and, you know, maybe I'd do it. Yes, I did like the new sticker. Thank you very much. I did. See, I feel bad when people send me a Christmas card because we don't send out Christmas cards. Like my sister-in-law send Christmas cards. You know, my wife's supposed to send out Christmas cards with Luke's new school pictures in them. But I don't know. We're just not Christmas card mailing folks, but we appreciate everything. I mean, it's just how it is. We appreciate it. I've never ice fished, never stood on a lake covered in ice. Something about those National Geographic videos of stranded polar bears always made me think twice about going. Yeah, it's not just that. It's you know, the horror stories of how, you know, the kids fall in or the dogs fall in and, you know, everybody falls in. Because, see, here in Michigan, if you don't live here, there's a place up north of us, up towards the upper part of the mitten, if you look where it's shape of a mitten. When that lake freezes up there, you can rent snowmobiles and fly across the ice all day. They cut big holes in it so you can go diving in the freezing cold water. I don't know. I don't want to shorten my life. So somebody tried to tell me the other day at work that it's healthy for you to jump in to freezing cold water. And me and another gentleman that are in, you know, I just turned 50 and he's in his 60s or at least 60. You know, we both looked at each other like, what? So to jump in the not jump into freezing cold water, take cold showers. That's what it was. Take cold showers I was like, no. So they say, well, that's what he tried to say, that taking cold showers is healthy for you. I don't agree, so I can't roll with that. Let me go and plug the RO machine real quick. I mean, the shut the pump off. All right. I dripped it. Well, I ran it out of that 1/4-inch tube, so you don't want to shock them. So now I'll set my alarm for 2 hours, filling up that tank over there. I like to have I like to keep old water in there. I don't know how to describe it. It's ready. It's room temperature. I don't have to worry about, anything getting cold. I mean, plus it's freezing outside, so the water's got to be just freezing cold. But so I fill that tank up. I mean, it could sit there a month. I really don't care. So, all right, they have bonfires on top of the lakes here. Nope. See, people driving their ice fishing cabins on the frozen lakes and stuff. Yeah, it's not so much. I don't like watching it. 'Cause, I mean, it's just that's where all those like blooper videos come from. I don't want to be on those blooper videos. Yeah, I won't do it either. It's an experience to fish in a lake, but you have to be pretty far north to run into polar bears. It's more like traveling across a frozen lake and hearing ice crack than you may. Yeah, see, I'm not. I can't. Oh, man. 11 minutes on ice, cold bath up to the neck has a lot of claim benefits, endorphins, anti-inflammatory. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at football players. They get in those ice cold baths and stuff, I just don't want to believe it's true. That's all. It's supposed to make you stronger to go from hot to freezing cold water. Joe Rogan talks about how it affects your body and mind. Yeah, look at Joe Rogan. I mean, I don't know. We won't go there. I don't know. I mean, I watch Joe Rogan. It's just, I don't know. I wish, I could sit around. Well, look, I'm not even go there. We'll just leave it alone. Luke, I just visualize myself being the polar bear from those videos. I know polar bears are way the heck up north. There are tours you can go on to see polar bears if it's in there. I go to the zoo to see polar bears. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care. He also talks about the other things affecting his body and mind. Yeah, I mean, could it be the marijuana he's smoking? Big fat cigars he's smoking? Who knows? Intoxicated almost all of his shows. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's like I watch these guys on YouTube and, it's just you snort cocaine and smoke big, huge blunts, and then you want me to believe anything you got to say. Nah, not so much. But hey, to each their own. I'm not here to say anything bad about anybody. I just have a choice of who I'm going to watch and who I'm not going to. But I guess if I had buttloads of money, I'd do whatever I want to. It has a ton of benefits too. Smoke away then, Pumpkin King. Smoke away. Yeah, it has a lot of benefits. Gets you high. You don't have to pay attention to your life. And, I don't know. I mean, Cheech and Chong are still alive. Did you know I watched Cheech and Chong again on Mike Tyson's what is it? Hot Boxing. I don't know if you guys ever watch him, but check him out. It's pretty cool. I like Mike Tyson. And yes, he does smoke a lot of weed. But Cheech and Chong were on there, and Tommy Chong, he had some kind of cancer. And he wears a colostomy bag. I did not know that. And they had to cut out his colon or something, but they had to cut it out so his number 2 can go into a bag because he hasn't been able to do it for years. So, and he says that CBD helped save his life. So, Neil deGrasse Tyson shoots down every time Joe thinks he has something of value to add a conversation. One of my favorite podcasts. Prevents seizure. Yeah, I don't know about it preventing. It can help, but I don't think it prevents it. It eliminates anorexia. That is a good one. You are right. I would have to say that's pretty good. I mean, it's like it has 3 stages. You laugh, you get hungry, you go to sleep. Well, at least that's the old stuff. I don't know what the new stuff does to you, but I haven't smoked weed in, I don't know, probably 15 years. I don't have a need for it. If I'm going to smoke weed, I'll smoke cigarettes. I mean, are you telling me that smoking weed is good for your lungs? Come on. That's like the number one bad thing. Oh, it gets me high. And, it's good for you. Well, I mean, tell yourself whatever you want, but the number one thing, just like smoking on those e-cigarettes and stuff, it doesn't matter what it's made out of. Oh, it's vegetable. It's made out of vegetables. So you're telling me them guys that have those big bricks like this and are sucking on them on YouTube and blowing out more exhaust or more smoke than a diesel engine, it's good for your lungs? No, none of that stuff is. It doesn't matter. You smoke weed, you cough, it's horrible. It is horrible for you. It's not good. I mean, it might have some side effects that you enjoy or, good for pain or something like that, but you can't tell me that smoking weed is not bad for your lungs. That's like saying chewing tobacco isn't bad for your gums. I mean, but I'm not here to say, don't do it or I think it's bad. Everybody do what they want. I don't have an issue with somebody doing anything. No. The only thing I tell my friends, like I had friends that did drugs, and me and my wife support all of our friends. If you make decisions in your life that we don't like, that means nothing. I mean, we will not stop being friends with you. We will not, anything. The only thing is we just say, hey, look, we don't like it. We don't like to see you hurt yourself. That's it. But, we'll support you till whenever, and I think almost everybody I know that used to do drugs doesn't do it anymore. And we're still friends with them. And we have friends that do drugs. I mean, we don't judge. Life treats us all differently, and we all deal with life in a different way. I mean, I take psych meds, so you could call that drugs. I mean, I don't drink. I don't, do any drugs that you can't buy or get from a doctor, I should say. But I don't care what anybody does. But the thing is I feel bad for somebody doing something that's not, or that's detrimental to themselves. But the thing is we don't turn our back on anybody that we know or anyone we don't know, because we know that life doesn't, treat everybody the same. So for whatever reason you do whatever you do, that's, hey, is what it is. We don't judge. We do not judge whatsoever. I don't have a right to judge anyone. That's how it is. So I've always wanted to try edibles. I mean, I don't mean to ruin your high right now. Sorry, Patty. But we don't have to be smart. Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. True. Yes. That's what I'm saying. You can eat it and it won't, you don't have to smoke it. So you're not hurt yourself, but it does. I still do, but I used to too. One of my favorite jokes by him. Yes, I have a buddy that has PTSD, and he says that weed is better than the medicine the doctors give him, less side effects. Yeah, I'm sure. Because here's the thing. All drugs and I'm sure most everyone knows that in here. All drugs react differently to everyone that tries them. You know, like I said, I could smoke weed and I laugh so hard. Holy Christ, I can't stop laughing. Laugh so hard, my stomach hurts. I just can't. I can't function like everyone else that I see that's just getting blown and they're just walking through. I mean, they don't have a smile on their face. Nothing. They're just doop doop doop. You know, it's crazy. But yeah, I've seen so many things where it helps people, like I said, with having seizures. I've watched parents that show that their children don't have as bad a seizures as they did without it, you know, so like I said, it is what it is. Everyone chooses what they do. I choose to take psych meds. It helps me. Would the new weed stuff help? I don't know, but I'm sure psych meds are cheaper than going and get medicinal marijuana. But the bad thing is if I could take it and help, I would, but I couldn't because I get drug tested, so I wouldn't be able to do it. I was a test dummy of the 70s and 80s. Stupid. I think we were all test dummies back then. Well, I wasn't born. Well, I was born in the 70s, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't. Everybody, do what you do, and we don't judge. We don't care. I just, those are goofy little things I say. If you smoke weed, you can't tell me that it's not harmful. But yeah, if you eat it, man, I hear some of that stuff is so whacked out. Those gummy bears are super strong, all sorts of stuff, I don't know. Like I said, maybe if I was retired, we'd give it a go around, but as bad as I want to smoke cigarettes, we quit smoking cigarettes, it would just get me smoking cigarettes, because if I was high, I'd sure want to be smoking. So it's so funny. I was a test dummy. I knew about it, but if I got caught, I'd face the courts. But he would state the medical need. No, I don't have to worry about that or mushrooms either. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's, you would see. I don't know. I want to say that'd be cleaner than being prescribed like pills, because it's like. But I don't know what's in the stuff. So fish shrimp room projects planned for the new year. I'm just going to be doing what I'm doing now and just breeding the CPDs, breeding the plecos. Not getting any. Well, I hope I don't get any bigger. But I need. It's still early yet, but I want the weather to change. So, because I would like to put the bins for the plecos out in the garage, because I don't want to, I'd rather just drain tanks and, put them outside and let the plecos grow, because in the summer, if they're in the shade in the garage, I have a cinder block garage. They should be pretty cool out there, but oh, wow, we just got. It just stopped for a second. I wonder what was up with that. But, yeah, I would like to take a lot of this outside, like the CPD babies, take them outside, put them like in a 55 gallon tank or something. And, not mind like if mosquito larvae or anything, because they can just eat off of it. I don't want to put them outside the garage because, I really don't have any trees or anything in my yard anymore. I cut them all down. So I'd have to keep everything in the garage, which would be fine. But I think that, it would be better out there, with the ability to get little bugs and varmints in the water. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm not looking to add anything. I'm just looking to build off of what I have. A lot of my shrimp stopped. Well, I don't see huge amounts of like the Mike Green tank right now. There's babies in here. I see them in here. But only a couple of the other tanks are their babies, and I don't know if I'm to the point now to where the shrimp that I have in them are too old now to breed anymore, which if so, they'll die off and that'll be the end of the tanks, or if it's just because it's rolling on the winter. I don't know. So we're waiting to see on that. I'm feeding them more now. I really didn't feed them, but maybe once a month. I'm feeding them more now to see if that changes things. Just trying different stuff. So, but other than that, no, I'm just trying to breed what I have and bring this stuff to everybody because I know those plecos are super expensive and hard to come by. So we're gonna just try to start knocking them out. So. Add a rack of 12 tanks, all Neos, some with fish breeding in them as well. And yes, I know it means lower yield on everything going in there. If you have a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, but if you got a bunch of moss and stuff, I don't think you have an issue. If the fish are fed, they usually don't go hunting. And the shrimp fry or the shrimplets, usually they'll stay in the moss and stuff till they get to a certain size to where they're, they feel confident enough to come out. Like my tanks are so full of, Subwassertang and a few other things, hookerus, stuff like that. It's the babies can stay in there until they're, I don't even know half the time that I have shrimplets until they come out and they're already, the size of a piece of rice, because they just sit in there and eat everything that's underneath the mosses and stuff. They're able to sustain themselves and eat off of the plants, for long amounts of time. So it's usually when I see like guppies and stuff in tanks with shrimp, when the shrimp are really doing really good. I don't know what it is, but if it's, I don't know, but they do really well with guppies. I almost bought some super reds and remembered you had some babies. Yeah. Don't buy any. I got them. They're, when it's warm enough to send them, they'll be a real good size. They got to be, I don't know, let's say a half inch long right now. So, I got about 27. I don't know. I got a good amount and I got a cave full right now. So, just have tons of plants and moss. Dwarf sag went crazy in my tank before I yanked it out. Yeah, all that stuff will keep everything alive. Yeah. Yeah, the more you keep in there, like I say, them shrimps, or give them a rock pile, with a lot of gaps in it, where they can climb up in there. That way your females won't be afraid to get buried up either, because if they're in with nippy fish, they won't want to get buried up. But if they can go hide, then they'll get buried up. You adding any cardinals back to your site? My temps were too hot this past summer to get an order in. Caradinos. As of right now, no. Unless something changes, it's just going to be what I have now. And then the fish, my CPDs, my shell dwellers, the shrimps I have now when they start taking off again. But I don't think I'll ever carry as many unless I was to have somebody help me. But things just slowed up so much. The business of shrimps just kind of, I don't know, died out. It was, I hate to say it, but it was like it was kind of like a little fad that just died out. That's just what I see. Maybe other people don't see it, but, for a while there, I was real busy, killing it. And then all of a sudden it just, petered out and that was that. But it's not like fish and everything else. It was really weird. It's just crazy. My buddy's store, he sold all my shrimps, and you go into his store and he doesn't even have any shrimps. He might have now. He more or less just keeps all nano fish in the old shrimp tanks that he had for my shrimps. So I don't think I'll ever go back to carrying that many shrimps again. I just kept the shrimps that I have because they're some of my favorites, and you could do a lot with them. Snowflakes and boas and galaxy fish bones and stuff like that. You can do a lot of stuff with them, and having some high grade shrimp and letting them breed out and give you all sorts of different types, low grades and medium grades and high grades, it gives you a tank of just tremendous stuff, So, I won't be doing what I used to with all those shrimps anymore. Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping by. Tell your super cool husband I said, what's up? Do you still have boas? Yes, I do. Would like to try a cross, and then with some purple metallics. I have purple metallics too that I've got, or the orange eye royal. Orange eye royal. Blue bull. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I got some though. That's what I was saying. I sent Pumpkin King like 50. They were culls. They were just ones that, because see, when I started my boa collection, I was sent like 2 really good ones, and then the rest were, then there were some okays, and then there were some that were But the thing is they all carried the gene. So more or less came down to just get them breeding, and then you break them up from there. Well, I had way too many, and the price of them, I didn't want to just take them to a pet store and sell them to them for, $3 a piece or whatever. So I'd rather send them to someone who, really blow them up and try to take them to another level. So that's what I did. But yeah, I still have them. My uncle said Merry Christmas. Well, I said Merry Christmas too. Red tiger, blue body. Oh. Orange-eyed red tiger, blue body. Oh, those sound really cool. Looks like orange-eyed blue tiger, but has red vertical. Oh, okay. So you got, the red tigers. Yeah. Red vertical stripes. Yeah. I've seen those before. Those are very nice. I haven't seen them like they're all over the place. I don't even think I've seen them in person. I've seen them somewhere on a video or in a book or something. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, my purple metallics. I keep getting a call from somebody, from my buddy who has a customer who wants to buy a bunch of my shrimp. And I won't sell them any because Well, for one, the fact that they're not breeding, and two, I can't guarantee the age. So here's the thing. If you want to buy a purple metallic from me and I sell it to you for $150, I mean, what if it dies in 2 weeks because it's already too old? Or what if it doesn't breed anymore because it's too old? Well, that's why I'm not selling any shrimp right now. I mean, the shrimp that are breeding, that's great. But but if they're not breeding, I don't want to sell them. And then somebody else spend hundreds of dollars on stuff and they're like, hey, they're not doing anything. And then I look like a jerk. So if they're not breeding anymore, I'm going to wait. And if they don't ever breed again, then, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't want to sell any of the ones that are not breeding right now. Well, I won't sell any of them if they're not breeding. But yeah, that's right there's my boa tank. Then next to that is the Dragon Blood Blues, then the orange-eyed Red Devils. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's out eating their green beans and stuff, so it's doing pretty good. I've uploaded videos of mine quite a few times. Have you seen mine yet? They're super cool. Some of them with the way the red and blue blend looks almost purplish in a way. No, I don't think I've seen it yet. I'll have to look into that today. What shrimp do you have breeding now? I need some Red Galaxy fishbone females. Well, I have... well, here, I can just show you, but they're red and blacks with blue. But this was the Mike Green tank. He sent me shrimp a long time ago. They were his culls, and I've culled out of his to make these. Some are really high grade, some are mediums. This is green beans they're eating. Let me see if I can... and their legs are really nice. Look at the pattern on that one. Holy crap. So that's what I'm saying. Tanks get older, you just start to see all sorts of super cool stuff. See how those come from the stomach all the way up too. So top down and then stomach up. See a little baby, little shrimplet. So they're having babies. Yeah, they keep really good genetics. Cause it has blue. So the black has the blue. It's like the shadow, like shadow pandas. So it'll carry that gene too. The reds won't get the blue, but the blacks carry the blue. But yeah, you can have the black and blue, the black and red. See? Snowflake. Look at that. It's like perfection. Look at the spots on that. Now these are from Mike Green, but he got them from what's his face? Who got them from the guy over in Taiwan, the master breeder, Vin. These are Vin shrimp. I've had these for a long time. I've been breeding these. Call them. But yeah, some of their legs are really dark compared to others. But yeah, that one there is super pretty back in there. Look at that. Just the designs that are on them. But yeah, you can do the black and red. You can have a tank of black. You can have a tank of red. And there's a good chance that you'll throw a bunch of reds from your blacks. Yeah, you should take those ram's horns out of there. Believe me, I don't have them in here because I want them in here. You can lose a whole flower. Oh, that's not a flower. That's part of the plant. You can lose a whole tank of shrimp by a dead ram's horn. I didn't even realize it back when, I first started doing shrimps, how many, when I would lose tanks, I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Why are they? See, now this one's not a big showstopper, but it carries that shadow gene, so I ain't going to take it out of here. It's got a nice fishbone pattern. So it's a nice fishbone. It just doesn't have the galaxy marks as much, but it carries the genes, so I don't want to take it out. But yeah, you lose one snail and you could lose a whole tank. There's another black one. And if I could find there's little baby black shrimplets in here. Let me see if I can see it. Here's a little red one. But yeah, snails are detrimental to a shrimp tank if you're not watching it. But that's how I learned. I was like, God, why am I losing all these shrimps? And then somebody says, hey, do you got ram's horn? I was like, yeah. And they said, do you have any empty shells, where they died? And I was like, yeah. And they said, it's probably what it is. So I had to start doing water changes because it was ammonia buildup. And I don't know how it was getting in there, but it was getting in there, killing them. And then my boa tank. Oh, yeah, that one. But see, when it gets cold, this is almost 70-degree water, but they're not breeding, like mad. But these are the shrimps, the types of shrimps I keep. Let me see if, hold on. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it way over here. That camera won't make it. It's too short of a cord. But, yep, that's what we do. Try to keep, because here's the thing is over the years, I'd watch videos of people, in the UK, Germany, all different places. And, they would just keep a few tanks and, just try to breed the best that they can. And so that's what I decided to do instead, because I was told a long time ago, don't get so many tanks, just get just get like one or two shrimp and breed the best quality that you can. And then you'll be known for that, but I was like, no, I want everything so everyone can get everything they want. I don't want to just have blue dreams, I want everything, so it got out of hand, so. Motor City Aquatics, those are nice. Can I get some? LOL. Well, you can get some when the weather turns because I'm not doing any shipping right now. even though I got heat packs, I don't want to take any chances, working really hard with these guys. So, but once the weather starts to warm up, believe me, they're not going anywhere. You know this. So I'll have them when you need them. Yeah, but to help with your snail problem, hold on. You can do I don't know if I still got it out. Hold on. It might be over here. No. Wait a minute. Is this what is this? This is you could do Montmorillonite clay, it's calcium. I have calcium just for snails. Because I was doing all that. I tried to get into the snail business, and that was just sad. I don't know. It wasn't for me. What it takes for them, and putting the stuff in and making the foods and everything. It would just, and they die and they stink, and I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I didn't want to mess with it no more. So that's why I don't do the mystery snails anymore. I just, I got out of it. Anything that has to do with snails, I got out of it. I mean, even I had my puffers. Snails are cool, but they're, even when you go into pet stores, most of the time they're all dead. They need a lot. You really just don't drop snails, into a tank and they go crazy unless they're like pond snails. Those are, to me, they're the best snails. Ram's horn snails, they're all right. I don't really care for them. But you could put the wafers in there. They'll eat the wafers. But if any extra calcium, you could put it in there. Rapashi foods with calcium. All that stuff works. It all helps. But then, it's kind of like how I looked at it was like, snails are supposed to be cleaning up the tank. I shouldn't have to make special food to feed my snails unless I just want a snail tank, so that's when I started, changing my attitude on them, and I just got away from it because I was like, this is not something that I'm enjoying, so I got away from snails. But yeah, pond snails, bladder snails, yeah. I mean, shoot. I know they're they're a pest snail, but it's good stuff. Are you still using Fluval stratum for Vinsla? Oh, yes. Also, can we see your other tanks? My cords aren't long enough. I don't know my excuse me. All my tanks right here, they're all Fluval stratum. Every one of them. It's all it uses. And then the other tanks are over there. Yeah, I don't have my stuff all hooked up, so we'll have to do that on another day. Yeah, live-bearing fish grow. Yeah. If they eat small stuff, but man, if you got little puffers and stuff, boy, they go nuts. Or if you crush your snails up, little fish will come eat all that stuff. They go nuts on that. Plecos, all that. To me, snails are good like that if they're getting eaten. But if a ram's horn snail, if a big ram's horn snail dies in your tank and you see death, you need to check your tanks immediately to see if you have any dead snails. So if you have death in your tanks, before you go checking that water, look for shells really quick. That's what I learned. That was my biggest thing that saved me from losing thousands of dollars of shrimp was. And here's the thing is once those snails would die or even one and it mucked up that water like that, polluted the water, it would take so long because it like shocked them. Even if I didn't, lose any, but I seen that there was an empty shell or a dead shell. I do a water change to fix it, and it'd take a while for them to snap out of it. They didn't like that whatsoever. They don't like that ammonia. It really messes them up. So cichlid loves snails too. There are certain mollusk-eating species in Africa that are fascinating. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Snails, outside of shrimp, snails are all right, because I don't see them killing fish too much if one or two fall out, and then they pick at it and they'll eat it. Shrimp don't do that as much, a rotting carcass like that, it just, it'll just it'll kill them. And it's not very, very good for that. So shrimps are sensitive when it comes to that. That's why there's so many times I set up a brand new tank and I put something in it, not knowing that there's a snail on it. Next thing you know, the tank's got snails on it, and I work so hard not to have snails in it. So I have as many pest snails as you want, bro. The trumpet looking ones. Yeah, it's there. Oh my gosh. I put up my 125 with the bass in it, put substrate in it, and they got in there somehow. The Malaysian trumpet snails, and then took all the substrate out, put it outside in the sun, in the heat for a couple days, let it dry out, put it back in there, and then added more to it. And now it's full again. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll just leave it or siphon it all out and put all new substrate back in there. But the best thing to do is I could siphon it all out, wait a month, see if there's any in there. Because that's the thing is, you take all the substrate out and think you got it all. And there's, eggs in there that made it. And, it started all over again. But yeah, the Malaysian trumpet snails, I thought that those were cool, that they'd burrow. Don't listen to anybody. They're horrible. They're trash. You don't want them. They multiply way too fast, and then they'll take over your whole tank. They're garbage. They are garbage. But all right, everyone, I think we're going to call it an end to this stream. It is Christmas Eve, and my tacos is done. Mama said tacos is done. I got to go. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out on this special Christmas Eve live stream with us here at Motor City Aquatics. Thank you so much for being here all these years with us and spending another Christmas with us. It's incredible. I'm glad everyone's still around, meaning healthy and still here on this earth. And anyone who has passed, we miss you. But thank you very much for coming and hanging out. And to everyone, have a great Christmas Eve. And if we don't talk to you tomorrow, Merry Christmas. So from Motor City Aquatics, see you next time. Merry Christmas. Peace. Bye-bye. Everybody go to bed. Santa's coming.